A&M. The Out of Bounds Show is brought to you by the GMC Sierra truck. I love driving the GMC Sierra truck. Fowler Buick GMC, the #1 truck dealership in central Mississippi. Also the GMC Yukons. Test drive a GMC Sierra truck. You'll love it. It's great road trips. Those things drive like luxury sedans now. But then you can go to your farm, family land, hunting camp. So it's the best of both worlds. You can pick up a client on a Wednesday night, take them to dinner because the truck's amazing and all the bells and whistles inside of it. Boom. The next day, you can be at your deer camp in your GMC Sierra truck. Again, Fowler Buick GMC in Brandon. They're our guys. They're super, super dudes to work with. I don't care where you are. It's worth the drive. If you're in Madison, boom. It's not but 20 minutes. Plus, they'll deliver the vehicle for you if you want to pick it out on FowlerBuickGMC.com. Twitter handle, @BoBounds, @Y'all Lifestyle. And the number 601-707-3750. All of our guests appear on the New Belgium Fat Tire hotline. You can find New Belgium Fat Tire Burgers and Blues. Can we update the poll question here? It's centered around Shea Patterson. Shea Patterson was the
savior. Just call it how it is. He is the savior.
Well, I tell you what.
The expectations.
I think he's going to be really good. But, man, the expectations for him
He's got
are
Heisman. He's already a Heisman winner.
Through the
it's unfair for him.
Top 5 pick.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Well, he didn't help himself. His father didn't help himself either.
Well, he was rated that way by Scout Rivals and 247 and ESPN.
What's he supposed to do? Not be as good in high school?
Yeah, look,
start throwing some picks.
The reason why we start throwing picks.
Live a couple out there. Help the defensive guys out a little bit.
Evidently, he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks and refined quarterbacks to come out of high school in a long, long time. He's just a machine when it comes to, throwing darts. And, I mean, the A&M guys, the defense, Tennessee made 7 turnovers, and still put up like 2,300 yards against on A&M's home field with a healthy Myles Garrett. And Dalen Mack got whipped by an interior trio of MSU players that you could argue should be at G5 schools.
What is Texas A&M's mindset like this
Great
week?
question.
They dropped to number 8 in the CFP poll.
Which means they're not getting in. The playoff is over.
I don't know why the committee loves them so much, though.
That's beyond me as well.
Well, they have to, like Bartu says, they have to keep the other teams close to the #1 team they have in the conference so that they can validate what happens and where they go depending on what plays out. And that's why they do it. We'll talk to Bartu about their method, the method to the madness. What if Shea's great?
And then,
what if he's great right off the bat?
We're right where
He'll be one of the few true freshmen that is, now granted, he's got great skill players at wide receiver and the best flex tight end maybe in the country. But Jacob Eason has not had that type of success. Now, Jacob Eason doesn't have Stringfellow, Ingram, Lodge, Jefferson, Pack, A.J. Brown, among others. No doubt it does. But Shea could come out and sling it. And look, wouldn't you think Hugh's going to go, I don't know, he may let him do a lot. I don't know about everything, but Freeze is also capable of the bubble screens and the short passes, and all of a sudden you could look up and he's 14 of 16. It'll be pandemonium on Twitter and on the Ole Miss message boards if he has a big day.
Oh man,
he's going to play in the third series on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, if he does well, I mean, I'm expecting multiple phone calls saying, "That's what I told you was going to happen."
Right,
What if
should have put him in earlier?
What if Patterson?
over Kelly. Yeah,
put
right.
him in over there.
What if Patterson starts the game and Ole Miss loses 52-49, but he plays just like exceptionally well? Do you think the hype was still
I think it'll still be there.
Still be
No doubt.
rolling?
If he throws 3 touchdowns, I mean, if he throws 2, I'm
Yeah.
gonna give him 1. He's gonna throw at least 1.
And if he rips off his shirt at the end of the game before the interview with the
Man.
on the field analyst. Because he's got to go, if he wins, he's got to go shirtless Shea. Doesn't he?
you go to this post game interview?
I'm with it.
Oh, I mean, he can't do a post-game interview with a shirt on
No,
from here on out.
if he does,
I have
there's
his
gonna be a
dad's phone
protest.
number, so I may just text him and say, Shea can't wear a shirt post-game.
Told him right.
That's
I think he'd agree.
no doubt. In fact, I think maybe in warm-ups before the game,
No shirt.
no shirt.
Or if he wears one, wear it out there and then rip it off.
Yes.
Wear it to midfield, red. Make sure it's red, like one of those little practice shirts, your Under Armour jersey, whatever they wear.
Because he's
And
not
rip it.
he's not taking off the red shirt. He's ripping it off. And people just are not. I think over time, as we say it the next 2 days, people will fall in line with kind of what's going on. It's shirtless Shea, and we need pregame and postgame no shirt. Man, he's sitting there going, I went from not playing to I think he's going to play. Why would you not? And again, the stuff about meaningful reps was so silly. But I guess once you're cult-like, you're going to buy into whatever's said. You've got a guy who's just above cult-like and just below God-like, and that's always a scary place to be. Drew, Drew, will you update the poll question for us? First of all, the question on Shea Patterson, and then what do the results look like?
When would you like to see Shea Patterson play on Saturday in College Station? 48% say keep the red shirt. 43% say start the game. 7% say put him in the first quarter.
He's
2%
playing in the first
second
quarter. All right, so 43% is a large number to start. He's not going to start.
No, he probably
Pellerin's going to start. What was I calling him?
Pegler or something.
I think it's like a bottle of water.
Nice. I mean, but would it surprise you if Shea started?
Yes,
It would. Okay.
absolutely. I don't expect him to start. Boy, that would be ballsy by Freeze.
What if he comes out slinging dimes? I mean, if he's
Well,
everything he's talented.
I think he's slinging dimes in the third possession on. But you're right. He may be slinging dimes from no.
You're talking about a first round pick here, man.
Yeah.
How long does Pellerin need in the game to feel like he had a fair shot?
2 possessions.
You think if he gets yanked after 2 possessions, he feels like he had a fair shot?
No. I mean,
He's not going to feel fair regardless.
he's going to be ticked either way.
Yeah.
And God bless the kid. He's just
Well, what's this
you got a
week like on
5-star
campus?
behind you that evidently is ready, made as you can be to play. As Luganville has told us, he may not have the highest ceiling, but he's got the highest floor. He's coming in ready-made, as ready-made as you can be for a true freshman. That's why he should have played against Wofford, Georgia, and Memphis.
No, I just want to let you know, Mick Jagger tweeted, maybe they'll get him to sing "You Can't Always Get What You Want" at the inauguration.
What?
Mick Jagger.
What about him?
He tweeted, maybe they'll ask me to sing "You Can't Always Get What You Want" at the inauguration. The
I'd
celebrities
say-
came out in full force last
I
night.
tell you what, the celebs,
And man,
they all do the same thing. I mean, they just cannot think for themselves. They get into that, we call it affluenza, and they can't shake it. They all think and do the same thing. And it was pretty entertaining to see how them throwing a fit on social media, because they don't live in the real world. Wisconsin blue collar, Mississippi blue collar. My guys who listen to the show every day that work at Nissan. I mean, do you think the celebrities understand what's going? Even if they've waited tables, and once you get to a certain point and get caught up into the Hollywood liberal elite, and the thing is, they lectured Middle America, and they mocked Middle America.
right.
And so you know what Middle America did last night? They gave them the double bird. When you mock people to that, because obviously, all these white blue-collar people are not racist.
No.
And they're not bad people. These are people that are trying to make
them the middle finger. There's no way I'm doing that.
They're trying to, and they're deeply religious and hardworking, black and white.
Right.
And so in rural Wisconsin, rural Mississippi, and rural Michigan, to mock and lecture people, they got tired of it. They did. And so you get, you kind of get what you get.
Piers Morgan tweeted last night, all those fawning, self-interested celebrities really worked out for Hillary.
Yeah.
It goes right back to it. The blue-collar people can't relate to those people that she was having. They don't relate to LeBron. I don't care where LeBron comes from.
No.
They don't relate to it.
Well, LeBron's now worth $500 million.
And they don't relate to Jay-Z or Beyonce.
He will never fly commercial again.
No.
Now, say that out loud. He's 31 years old or 32. He will never fly commercial. There's people in the middle of this country who've never been on a plane.
Yeah.
Much less flown private. You have to understand what you did to people in Iowa, Wisconsin, and Ohio, and among others. And you can't mock and lecture them. And you can't tell them all that they're the reason why this, and this happened, and so on and so forth. I'll take a break. I didn't drop we will. Right out of the gate, Whitlock on the progressive media trying to tell people what's right and wrong about football in the NFL and college football. Let me just tell you, some of the best audio that you'll have heard in a long time. The Out of Bounds Show, ESPN Radio, is brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Mississippi. It's good to be blue, the official healthcare provider of the Out of Bounds Show, and you can visit bcbsms.com.